Hello from Terry Messenger, and welcome to this very special live stream tonight. And I am on the West Coast and I'm here with Dr. Ian Messenger, and I'm going to talk to you tonight about how you can unleash the beast in you and bring out the absolute best in yourself, even when you are in complete suffering. That's right, you guys, even when you are in complete suffering. In fact, there are a lot of people at the moment that are, in my coaching program that have had some really difficult things happen in their life. Now, if you know what I mean when I say having difficult things happen in your life, perhaps you can drop down and say yes. Hello, Kat, how are you? And, as I go through this, I just want to say that life does happen. It's a very, very natural thing to go through the ebbs and the flows and the good and the bad and the happy and the sad. And I come back to saying that, you know what, you guys, your pain doesn't need to be your story for the rest of your life, when it can become your glory for the rest of your life instead. So let us know where you are jumping in from, and I'm going to take you through this process, because this is really what self-hypnosis is about. Now, if you know about hypnosis, perhaps you can say yes or no down in the comments and let us know. And if you would like to know about self-hypnosis and, become informed of how it can actually change your life and you can become the master of your own destiny, perhaps show me some hearts, show me some likes. And then if you feel that this broadcast or this live stream is going to help someone else out there, share it to them. So here we go. Self-hypnosis. Who wants to know? Yes, yes, yes. I have some yeses in the house. So self-hypnosis is truth. Now, that is not what you will see when you look it up, because the school of training that I come from, which is Milton Erickson, is all about how your life and the way that you are, your words, your passions, your weaknesses, and when you actually hear the truth and when your subconscious mind knows the truth, that is when it listens. Okay, so truth is also when we suffer. Truth is when, if we're happy, when we are obviously in a place where we are in congruence. So being in congruence means being aligned. Now, I'm going to take you through some really, really quick steps, you guys. And, this is the secret of having vibrance in your life. This is the secret of having energy. This is the secret of having a kind of a personality that gives you the opportunity to conquer the things that pull you back. So, everybody has got things that pull us back. Hello, Anna Maria. Hello, everyone, as you're jumping on. And, if you agree that we do have things that pull us back, perhaps you can show me some thumbs up. So the first step to being able to self-hypnotize is to be able to face up to the truth of what you are actually, where you are at in your life. So if you ask yourself the question, how do I feel right at this very moment? I'm sure you would agree that sometimes we get into these kind of foggy head states. Now, if you're in a foggy head state, you've got to stop and actually acknowledge, this is the state that I'm in. There's no point just thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this is my lot in life, or, moaning about why me, or all the rest of it, when you've really got to say, well, I am in this space, in this headspace. Hello, Bronwyn. Hello to you all as you're jumping on. So truthfulness is what this is all about. Alignment, being fully congruent with who you are, and really coming to understand that your emotions are not your enemy. Hello, Giovanna. They're not your enemy. In fact, your emotions, you guys, are actually your GPS, your emotional GPS to actually gauge you. But what if you could shift the needle? What if you could shift the needle in your life? And what if I told you, hello Tanya, that if you change one thing in your life that is obviously a really, I suppose, an obstacle, a pattern that seems to come up, it is your shadow self that seems to arise. If you change one thing, you're going to have this flow of absolute, aligned, flowing greatness, because that is how it goes. So now let me take you through this system. So this is a process. So if you've got a pen and paper, take advantage of this, guys, because I'm going to be giving away some hot tips. So being aware is number one. Okay, so when you face the number one problem in your life right now, for example, is it in your health and your body? Just think about it. Is your biggest problem right now in your relationship? Is it in your self-esteem? Is it in your job? Is it in your career? Is it in your feelings of perhaps the way you're feeling, like if you're feeling, anxious or even worse, depressed or hopeless? If you were to look at the one problem, if you could resolve one problem right now in your life, what would it be? So ask yourself this question. So now, did you know that the reason that you feel this is because of your beliefs? Now, this comes down to whether you are feeling a void of lack of value, perhaps in that area, whether it is your health, whether it is your relationships, whether it is your career. Is it lack of value that you sense? Is it lack of purpose? Is it lack of security? Is it boredom? And all these things play a part. Or perhaps it is you're lacking in the contribution. If you look at these human needs and you think about which one is lacking, or maybe it's lack of personal growth. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to have the script on this. If you want the script, drop down in the comments, yes, script, and I will get it over to you. So that is the 6 elements of what you need to look at, what you're lacking. So awareness, and then looking at that human need of what's actually becoming, what is your deficit. Now I know, guys, from my own personal self, that everything about me that is my strength, my empowerment, my love, my energy, my radiance, my magnetism comes down to one thing, my weakness. Now I bet you are a little bit wondrous. Is that a word? Is that a word, Ian? A little wondrous about that. However, because I lacked as a child, I lacked a feeling of importance and I lacked certainty. I went out and searched, and I became, as a result, what we call a dynamic person. Because I didn't have much certainty, I learned how to become a confident person. So my pain turned around to becoming my gain. And so when next time you think about when you are feeling a lack and a loss, think about this. That can turn into your greatest strength. And I will be sending you over the script. Yes, absolutely, definitely. Once you know that human need, what is lacking, now it's time to go to work. So let's go to work, you guys. All right, so now the gift in your pain is one of the things that you need to acknowledge. Now, you might think I've got rocks in my head. Yes, you'll get one too, Tanya. So now that we're going to turn the pain of your story into your glory, because then you can become an authority on this, okay, you guys? It's time to identify how to actually harness what it is that you need and transmute. So this is about transmuting, okay? Transmuting what it is that you've lacked. And the first thing you need to ask yourself is this. This is a question, guys. What is the gift? What is the gift? And you don't have to remember all this, because I'm going to send those out a script. If you want a script, if you want the script to what I'm talking about, hello Robin, write down in the comments script. If you're coming back on the playback, make sure you let me know so I know who to send it out to. So what is the gift in you feeling so bad when you feel bad? What is the gift in the loss? What is the gift in the pain? How is it serving you for your greater purpose? Now, let me tell you one thing, because this is truth. This is honesty. This is coming back to self-hypnosis. When you are on point and you're really respecting, yes, you'll get one too, Kelly, and you're really respecting your own subconscious empowerment to be actually protecting you, and you know exactly what is lacking. When you know the gift, here comes something magical. In that moment, it can release. It can disappear. It can dissolve. And I know there's people here that have actually witnessed how to dissolve this kind of thing. So as you're jumping on all over the world, let us know where you're calling in from. Now, here is the magic, you guys. Now, I always get people to walk through the fire first, but here's the thing. When you're dealing with a master practitioner like myself, and you know, just in case you didn't know, hello Marty, let us know where you're calling in from. I know you're from the US. However, here is the thing. You need to acknowledge exactly what it is to bring the magic out, what it is that how you're going to transmute your pain. Now, this is how you transmute it. You transmute it by finding the gift, finding the purpose, finding the intention and what could be good about it. Maybe it's created a strong, resilient nature. I know that my pain and my feelings of inadequacy, because inadequacy is my shadow self, magnetism is my higher self, and radiance as well in serving the world. So I know my highest purpose is to serve the world. As a clinical hypnotherapist and a master NLP who also teaches other people the work that I do, you know, that is my absolute highest purpose. So from the US, we have people calling in from all over the place here. So thank you for joining. So here we go. I want you to think about that human need. Now, you may not have been here for the start of this, so you may need to go back and watch it. The human need that you need the most. What you need to do is you need to go into that and experience it. You need to call it in. Like, let's just pull one out of my hat here. Let's just say that it is importance, like myself, and you desire to feel important. I'm going to go into my mind, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab a memory, and this is what you do, and all this is listed in the script, you guys. So if you want a script, write down script and I'll send it out to you. So you go into your mind and find a time when you were experiencing that feeling. So for example, the feeling of importance. Now, I remember being 28 years old and I'm in real estate and I've got a home open, and in them days we used to have a home buyer magazine, and I used to love home opens because it meant connecting with people face to face. And I remember someone walking through the door one day and saying, "Oh, Terry Hawley," because that was my name at the time. And they said, "Yo, you got greatest salesperson south of the river and top listing representative. And I went, well, how do you know that? Oh, your name's in the back of the book. And then next thing you know, I made it into the multi-million-dollar club. Now, for me, who didn't feel important, who grew up feeling like a failure, who felt grossly inadequate, suddenly finding my gift with people and this significant importance is something I'll never forget, especially when I had that multi-million-dollar award certificate sitting right there in front of me at the age of 28. And, you know, it's almost like I can remember that. Now, if you can go into your memory and tap in to that great time, to that point, to the language where you were with someone and you were feeling so connected, where you were feeling so alive, when everything is coming to complete into this magical moment. I take it you want a script, and Marty, I'll get that over to you. Yes, indeed. So now in the script, it'll take you through this. So I teach you how to step into that and harness it. So remembering, like I'm just sharing a story, or remembering a great holiday, or remembering a time when someone said something amazing to you and it lifted your spirit and made you feel fantastic. Okay, so as you go into it, you harness it. You harness it into your body. You might just squeeze it into your body, or, you know, like me, I actually do a big song and dance, like as if I am a Beyonce, like I know that Beyonce has a special, do you want to see it, by the way, guys? Should I show you do you want to see my harness? If you do, show me some loves and hearts, because I'm going to have to make a bit of an idiot of myself. I'm going to have to stand up, so I'll see some hearts first. Woohoo! Do I see any hearts? No hearts? No one wants to see it? Okay, are you sure, you guys? You don't want to see it? Okay, I'm going to show it to you anyway. All right, so, okay. I'm going to think about that moment. I'm going to bring up that memory. I'm going to think of myself as that 28-year-old girl who was feeling great in real estate, who was awarded the multi-million-dollar award certificate. And I'm going to remember what I heard, what I saw, what I felt, and I'm going to step into it. Woohoo! Did you get that, guys? Did you feel my energy? Okay, so there you go. Now, guys, if you want to know about this, I have dropped a link into the comments where I can jump on a discovery call with you if you want to work with me. So I actually am very, very choosy about who I work with one-on-one. However, I teach this stuff, I create this stuff, and I obviously mentor and train this stuff. Now, the second thing is, and I'll just whiz bang through this really quick because, you know, obviously everyone's time is precious. Who's your role model? When you think about if you could feel this immense health and energy, or this immense feeling of love and connection, or this incredible, delightful feeling of fun and variety, or the feeling that you want, who do you know who has that? Because I bet you know someone who has that. So I used to admire people like Wonder Woman and, you know, all the female beasts that, you know, were really, you know, pow wow. Like one of my favorite people now at the moment is the new Wonder Woman. And also I love Elena Cadone. So she is really a woman after my own heart. I just love that girl. And she's tough and she calls it for what it is. And I could think of Elena Cadone, right? And I could imagine that she's standing in front of me. I wonder if she ever sees this live stream. Of course she won't. Why would she watch Terry Messenger? Well, why not? You're watching Terry Messenger, and after all, you guys are all superstars. Okay, so I'm going to imagine Elena is standing there in her glory with her hot get up, all her clothing on. Now, I'm going to imagine how she stands. I'm going to think about how she breathes. And then I'm going to move into that because, you know, I'm really creative like that. I'm really good with my imagination. So stepping into it and feeling like I'm Elena right at that moment, and just tapping into, what does she believe? What is it that she believes that I don't? You see, this is powerful. So just to give you a little bit of an idea what I'm talking about, you guys, in case you think I'm stark raving crazy, which in a way I am. Otherwise I wouldn't be here doing this, right? Actually, I really just wanted to be an actress and a movie star, if the truth be known, when I was young. And then I found myself, just having this love for people. So here I am. So by finding that role model, that superstar, that person you look up to, because here is a NLP theory. Anything you see anybody else do, you can do it too. You can do it too. That's right. And you, I mean you can do it too. So if I see Elena Cardone, you might imagine someone like Grant Cardone. I mean, let's face it, he's a 10x man, and gee whiz, I'm really plugging these two guys tonight, aren't I? Whoever it is, you may like the Queen, or, you might like, someone who isn't even here anymore, like Freddie Mercury, or, whoever it is that you admire, whether it is a person that's here or not here. And it's just tapping in to them, imagining that you're looking through their eyes, imagining that you're listening through their ears, and understanding what it is that makes them feel so damn empowered. However, here's the important part, you guys. It's because they believe something. Okay, so now let's just switch again. Now to really harness it, and I did show you guys my harness before, made a total idiot of myself. So if you want to see that, you're going to have to go back and watch to see me stand up and do this bit of a jig and a dance, right? And step into it. So, okay, the last thing is now 10xing it. Speaking of the Cardones, 10xing that feeling. What if you could? And I do this. This is what my expertise is. This is what my profession is. This is what I teach other people to do. This is what I do for other people. Remember, I walked you through the fire at the beginning. It sounded like a negative conversation, but you've got to walk through the fire and face facts before you can get to the paradise. All right? It's about congruence, alignment, facing up to, reality, embracing, surrendering, allowing, and then receiving. Okay? So imagine now you've got all this goodies inside you. You step into that memory again of yourself in your, one of your greatest memories of feeling so important or so connected or so much fun and adventure, or what you're hearing or what you're sensing and breathing, and then turning it up, actually 10xing it, multiplying it, generating energy, allowing it to be so damn strong in every part of your body that it's like, woo, the volume control goes right up. You know that I actually do this with drug addicts when I'm helping people to actually release an addiction. I actually give them the same feeling as they had when they were high. And Richard Bandler, who is the founder of Neuro-Linguistic Programming, will be able to tell you all about that. However, so will I, because I'm a certified coach and a trainer. Now, if you want to jump on a strategy call with me and work with me, or look at doing one of my programs, perhaps you're already a coach, however, you don't know where to start and you want to put a program together. You know what, guys? There is, in the link, there is a link by myself, Terry Messenger, a doppelganger put it in there for me. And all you have to do is click that link and you can go on a free call to find out. I will navigate this for you. I will actually navigate this to make it easy for you. Now, once you have harnessed, 10x'd, and squeezed in these magnificent feelings, you guys, you look up to the heavens, take a deep breath in of life, and hold it, and then release it out. And then do that as many times, because breath work means actually centering yourself, bringing yourself back to you, having this impeccable awareness and yet this, sacred respect for you, yourself, because you truly deserve it. And as I say, this is something that I have got written in a step-by-step. I will give you the script. Just let me know that you want the script. Put it in the comments. And I want to say to you that, we all have good days. We all have bad days. And it's not about beating yourself up on the bad days or allowing yourself to go into a spiral downwards. It's about making a decision to actually understand and know how you can turn it around. And a simple thing like this will help you turn it around. Now, to get back to the self-hypnosis, and then I'm going to close down in the next couple of minutes, this is really how it goes. You see, Milton Erickson was an elderly man, and he used to wear purple pajamas because he was colorblind, and he spoke in a very strange voice. And when he spoke into people's lives, he would speak with this linguistic portal that would easily, naturally, effortlessly give this deep, deep sensation of the person becoming understood. He used their words, he used their portal of language, and he fed it back to them. He didn't come forward with a solution of his own because he knew that all the answers were in you. You hold the master key. My master key program allows you to firstly be stripped back of all of the things that have been really causing you pain. It helps to unveil your eyes so you can see the world clearly. Now, I'm going to ask a favor here, and the favor is not to actually put myself up there or out there. It is to actually, it's in the name of helping people. If you have had a consultation with me, you've been coached by me, trained by me, can you put a testimony in the comments? Because when you do this, somebody out there may see it and they may be able to turn their life around. And it is my absolute desire, burning desire, you guys, and you got to get this burning desire too. And this is what I help you to do. It is my burning desire to change and transform thousands and thousands of lives. And I can't do that on my own. It's not about me. It's about being able to give the world that ability to be set free, to know the truth, to align. And if you want to either learn how to do this work, whether it's because you're a parent, a community worker, a musician, a teacher, a tradie, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, it can be because you want to become a coach. This is something that you can have for the rest of your life to master your life and to help your loved ones as well. So in the comments, as I said, is a link. Click it if you're not working with me, and that will give you a form to fill out, and we can jump on a call. I will help you. What I'll do is I will help you to decipher the one area that you need to change that's really pulling you back. You're not going to need to even tell me any personal, private things about yourself. It's going to be the area that is really overall been a pattern throughout your life. And then we're going to find your strength, and you have got a strength. Everybody does. We're going to awaken that, and you're going to come to know your purpose. You're going to come to know your power. You're going to come to know your radiance. You're going to become aware of how to unleash that beast from within. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And as I say, if you've got a testimonial that you can actually say, this is true. I know that it was like real estate. Back when I was 27, 28, and I got that multi-million-dollar award, I had a saying, and I used to say it in the paper because the newspaper was how we used to do the sales. It was always, remember, results count. And I'm a firm believer. Truth all the way, alignment, congruence, and remember, results count. Have a beautiful night or day.